Here is a case, a difficult case of supine PCNL in 1 year male baby along with cystolithotripsy, presented with burning micturition, 13 stone in the urethra struck, retention. Somebody has put Foley's catheter, pushed the stone inside, and then they came. Before that, the CT is here, urethral stone and kidney stone like this. So we thought we will do cystolithotripsy, but we kept in the position of this, which helps both cystolithotripsy as well as the supine PCNL. This is a stone. Most important is don't damage the urethra. Gentle dilatation up to 12 French, meatus only, because rest of the thing is expansible. Then gently go into the urethra. Once the stone is seen, first finish the bladder stone with 1 joule and 10 Hz cystolithotripsy. And this is suprapubic aspiration. One person will sit and continuously aspirate like this, so that whatever the water comes, that goes out. In fact, it is very useful, least traumatic, does not injure. It is intracath, it's a plastic, cannot injure the scope. So all powder done. How to remove this powder is a point we are sharing. You put water from above, aspirate from below. You put water from above suprapubic tract, aspirate. See, the entire thing will be aspirated into the lumen of the nephroscope, and ultimately powder will settle at the end like this. Now we went and passed a guide wire which did not go into the kidney. This is the mid ureter obstructed. Don't try anything in such cases. Merge maneuver also did not help, and at the end RGP is like this, a kink at this thing. I attempted PCNL with the middle calyx first. Middle calyx was punctured, but unfortunately the moment repuncturing done and then I came out, the contrast leaked. That spoiled the entire beautiful PCS, which was easy case. Somehow the middle calyx, so-called middle of the inferior calyx, did not work out. The guide wire did not go. Then we punctured again through the middle calyx. The guide wire did not go. Slowly contrast started leaking. Then aspirated, urine is not coming. Guide wire is passed, urine is not coming. So these are the difficulties. All that looks may not be easy because it is just below the skin. I thought I will go from the upper calyx. It was there in the calyx, but the guide wire is not going. All the logistics sometimes may not work out. Slowly perinephric region contrast has formed. Then I went through the inferior calyx. This worked out very well. Above the iliac crest, this is not going. This is not going. Then see, when we have a leak, small amount of thick contrast if you give, it will just stay in the pelvis. See, this has directly gone into the calyx. So orientation of the calyx towards the needle with low angle was the secret. So sometimes it takes time. Only thing is that dilatation should not be done. Puncture should be gentle. Too much contrast should not be injected through the needle. Now it is no problem. But only problem was during dilatation, the kidney was so much mobile. You can see here the guide wire is bending, so you have to readjust in a proper way. It is just subcutaneous tract. It's only 1 centimeter below, but 6 centimeters long. So you need to be horizontal in your dilatation. And once the dilatation is done, back of the Alcan rod is very useful. You cannot inject too much contrast also. This is the central rod of the ultra mini PERC. Central rod of the ultra mini PERC. Then we passed inside and then contrast injected gently, so that the ultra mini PERC 11.5 French is there inside. Nephroscope is gently passed. Once it is inside, you have to remove the guide wire. The biggest disadvantage here, the ureteroscope is below in the ureter, carefully by a senior holding it. There were 5 stones. The thulium fiber laser is used. Whatever laser, no problem, because water comes out. Small fragments are made. Too much powder is not required, like in RIRS. Then the advantage of PCNL will go. So small fragments are made. All the fragments have come out. Now this is the second stone. This might have been too much burden for RIRS. Usually we prefer RIRS in children. This is too much big stone. All fragments have come out by gentle flushing with ureteroscope from below. Actually, ureteroscope reason we have used is it will have controlled flushing. Ureteric catheter may come out and you may poke the strictured area, narrowed area. So ureteroscope under vision, it is injected. There is no great advantage. See, now in supine PCNL you can see the anterior easily. Like this, you have gone anterior, big stone was there, drop it down and then removed. This was the last stone. So total 5 stones was there. All look like uric acid stones. We have sent for analysis the stones whichever the fragments have come out, and the analysis is expected. Stone analysis mostly looks like uric acid stone. Very fragile stone and easily breakable. Time taken is very less. This is the edematous area. The guide wire did not go from above. So try from below with ureteroscope is best. During that time, like merge maneuver, I put the kidney into the upper part by pressing the upper pole towards the head end. The ureter is straightened and easily guide wire has come. The problem with ultra mini perc 7.5 French scope is the forceps does not go. So you have to readjust the guide wire into the lumen of the sheath, which is 11.5. This is the lumen of the sheath, 11.5. It has come out now. It has come out now. And then the stent 16 French, 3.5 French. This is the standard we use. Then pass it and thread over that like this, and then stretch it so that it will come into the upper calyx. One shadow was there, but it is not the stone contrast because it is away from outside the PCS region. So it was not even contrast outside the PCS region. So see, you can see all the probably contrast intravasation. So this is the picture at the RGP. No problem, no colonic injury. Safely the baby has come out. So supine PCNL in infants is technically demanding. Puncture and proper guide wire parking is the most important thing. Thank you.